Hi, welcome to Chats with the Chaplain. I hope you're going well. We kicked off a series on rest last episode, and so now I want to get into what that looks like a bit more, and particularly what active rest and recovery looks like. But first, I'm going to start with a quote. One of the reasons many of us keep busy schedules is we fail to recognize the value of rest. Rest is essential to our bodies, our minds, and our souls. Consider the benefits that rest offers. A healthier body, improved life and work balance, less stress, deeper relationships, better opportunity to evaluate life's direction, refreshed outlook, and even increased productivity by Joshua Becker. Rest can be really powerful, but we often neglect it. And sometimes we aren't actually sure what good rest looks like. So there is a difference between passive rest and active rest. So passive rest is that rest where we just flake. We might be binging out on Netflix, or we're sleeping, or we need that big recovery after, say, we've exerted ourselves with a big exercise session. We just need to lie down and rest and stop for a bit. Perhaps we've done a massive exam and we need to completely tune out. That kind of thing is passive rest, where we just switch off. We're watching Netflix, we're sleeping, or we're fully stopping and being quite passive about our rest. And it has its place and time, but often we engage in too much passive rest and not enough active rest. Active rest or recovery is actually a way of keeping the momentum going and building in micro recovery bursts throughout our day, throughout our week, throughout our life. And it's actually something that's used in exercise and athletic performance as well. They have active recovery because it actually helps to, get you stronger and ready for peak performance. So you're not completely stopping and switching off and tuning out and ignoring things, but you're doing something that's still beneficial to you, but you're still resting some aspect of you so that you get stronger and can perform better. And so it's the same with stress and emotion. It will help us to actually build our capacity to deal with other stresses as they come, the more that we have some active rest built into our life. What do I even mean by active rest though? So it might be something like pursuing a hobby that we really enjoy, whether that be dance or painting or writing, perhaps surfing. Now that's a physical activity, but it can still be active rest because you're giving your mind and your emotions a chance to switch off and to rest, and you're doing something different. Walks in nature, other team sports can also be active rest. It's basically smaller challenges but in a different environment. So we're getting away, say, from a stressful work day, and we're switching gears and we are recovering by switching off the mental work stress gear and actively engaging in something that energizes us and recharges us and gives us a chance to rest that sort of work part of our life. We want to be an active participant in our leisure and rest, not just passive and flaking back. Now, there's a time for that, but it's not as beneficial as active rest. And there is a thing called pleasant activity scheduling, and it's a well-known technique that's actually super beneficial to your well-being. And it's even used as a treatment for when people are going through depression. Even the act of scheduling something that you are looking forward to can boost your mood and well-being. And then actually doing that activity that energizes you and recharges you means that you have stuff in your life that you're being proactive about, and you're actively resting and actively recovering from the stresses that are coming your way. So active rest and active recovery is a really important aspect of rest, and it's really important to make time for that in your life, because I think often we get to the end of the day or a stressful event hits and all we want to do is just sit on the lounge, and the next thing you know, 4 hours have passed and you're still on the lounge, and then you're ready for bed. So look, that's not all the time, and sometimes that's okay, but let's be an active participant in our leisure, in our enjoyment, in recovery and rest, and build in micro recovery. So that might be going for a walk around the block at lunchtime. It might be, all right, after work, I'm just gonna take 10 minutes to do some mindfulness, or I'm gonna go for a walk with the dog, or I'm just gonna go sit at the beach for a little bit, or I'm gonna engage in a hobby like dancing or something else like that, getting out into nature. So actively engaging in your rest will boost your well-being and mood. And Uprise actually have a module around this. It's under the personal values module, and it's an activity called pleasant activity scheduling. And it's really helpful to look at your values and then go, okay, I have a value around adventure or connection. So what can I schedule in my week that's going to feed that value and mean that I'm living by my values? It might be that I go and schedule in a hike outdoors because I like adventure, or a kayak. It might be that I schedule a social night with my friends. Again, this is all stuff that is recovery and rest for us. So just helping to reframe what rest is and then actively engaging in it can be so beneficial for you. So I hope that's been helpful. And next week we are going to take a look at how to create space and margin in our life. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Jump onto the Uprise app and check out that module under personal values around pleasant activity scheduling, and also feel free to reach out to me if you've got any questions at all. Thanks.